Section 1 of the Ideal Bartender. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock. Section 1. Abricontine Pousse Café. Fill Pousse Café glass 1/3 full of Abricontine and add maraschino, curacao, chartreuse and brandy in equal proportions until the glass is filled. The ingredients should be poured in one after the other from a small wine glass, with great care to prevent the colours from blending. Ignite the brandy on top, and after it has blazed for a few seconds, extinguishing it by placing a saucer or the bottom of another glass over the blazing fluid. Then serve. Absinthe. When the customer asks for absinthe without specifying any particular style of service. Pour 1 pony of absinthe into a large bar glass and let ice-cold water drip from the absinthe glass into the bar glass until full. The absinthe glass has a hole in the centre. By filling the bowl of the absinthe glass partly with shaved ice and the rest with water, the water will be ice-cold as it drops from the absinthe glass. Absinthe, American service. A mixing glass 3/4 full shaved ice. 4 dashes gum syrup. 1 pony absinthe. Shake until the outside of the shaker is well frosted. Strain into a large champagne glass and serve. Absinthe cocktail. A mixing glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. Half a jigger of water. Half a jigger of absinthe. 2 dashes Angostura bitters. 1 teaspoonful Benedictine. Stir, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Absinthe frappé. Fill a medium bar glass full of shaved ice. 1 teaspoonful of Benedictine. 1 pony of absinthe. Shake until the outside of the shaker has a frosty appearance. Strain into 6-ounce shell glass and serve. Absinthe, French service. Pour 1 pony of absinthe into a champagne glass which is standing in a bowl. Fill the bowl of your absinthe glass with shaved ice and water. Raise the bowl and let the ice water drip into the absinthe until the proper colour is obtained. Serve in thin bar glass. Absinthe, Italian service. 1 pony of absinthe in a large bar glass. 3 pieces of cracked ice. 3 dashes maraschino. Half a pony anisette. Pour ice water in the glass, at the same time stirring gently with a bar spoon. Serve. Admiral Schley highball. Drop a piece of ice into a highball glass. 1 teaspoonful pineapple syrup. 1 teaspoonful lemon juice. 2/3 of a jigger Irish whiskey. 2/3 of a jigger Tokay, Angelica or sweet Catawba wine. Fill with Apollinaris or seltzer. Ale flip. Fill an ale glass nearly full. 1 teaspoonful of bar sugar. Break in 1 whole egg. Grate a little nutmeg on top and serve the drink with a spoon alongside of the glass. Ale sangaree. Dissolve in an ale glass 1 teaspoonful of bar sugar. Fill up with ale and serve with grated nutmeg on top. American Pousse Café. Fill a Pousse Café glass 1/4 full of chartreuse and add maraschino, curacao and brandy in equal proportions until the glass is filled. Then proceed as for Abricontine Pousse Café. Apollinaris lemonade. Fill a large bar glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 2 teaspoonfuls of powdered sugar. 1 lemon's juice. Fill up with Apollinaris. Stir, strain into lemonade glass, dress with fruit and serve. Applejack cocktail. Fill a large bar glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. 3 dashes gum syrup. 3 dashes raspberry syrup. 1 1/4 jiggers of applejack. Shake. Strain into cocktail glass and serve with a piece of lemon peel twisted on top. Applejack Fix. Fill a large bar glass with shaved ice. 2 teaspoonfuls of bar sugar dissolved in a little water. 1/4 juice of 1 lemon. 3 dashes of curaçao. 4 dashes of any fruit syrup. 1 jigger applejack brandy. Stir, dress with fruits, and serve with straws. Applejack Sour. Fill a large bar glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. 2 teaspoonfuls of bar sugar dissolved in a little water. 3 dashes of lemon or lime juice. 1 jigger of applejack. Stir well. Strain into sour glass. Dress with fruit and berries, and serve. Half and half. Pour into an ale glass or mug half a porter and half ale, or porter and stout with ale, or half old and half new ale. The use of the porter and ale is more prevalent in England. In the United States, half old and half new ale is usually used when this drink is called for, unless otherwise specified. Arrack Punch. Pour into a punch glass the juice of 1 lime and a little Apollinaris water, in which a heaping teaspoonful of bar sugar has been dissolved. Add 1 lump of ice, 3/4 of a jigger Batavia arrack, 1/4 jigger Jamaica rum. Stir well. Dash with champagne. Stir again briskly. Dress with fruit and serve. Astringent. Half a wineglass port wine. 6 dashes Jamaica ginger. Fill with brandy. Stir gently and serve with a little nutmeg on top. Auditorium Cooler. Into a large bar glass squeeze the juice of 1 lemon. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar. 1 bottle ginger ale off the ice. Stir, decorate with fruit and berries, and serve. All Right Cocktail. Use a large mixing glass filled with lump ice. 1 jigger rye whiskey. 2/3 of a jigger orange curaçao. 1 dash Angostura bitters. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass, and serve. End of section 1. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock, Section 2. Bacardi Cocktail. Use a large mixing glass, fill with lump ice, half a jigger Cuisinier Grenadine, 1 jigger Bacardi rum. Shake well and serve in a cocktail glass. Bacardi Cocktail, Country Club Style. Use a large mixing glass, fill with lump ice, half lime juice, 2 dashes imported grenadine, 1 jigger Bacardi rum. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass, and serve. Baldy Cocktail. Use a large mixing glass with lump ice, 1 jigger of Burnet's Old Tom Gin, 1 pony of orange juice, 1 dash of orange bitters. Shake, strain into cocktail glass, and serve. Bamboo Cocktail. Fill a large bar glass 1/3 full fine ice, 3/4 sherry wine, 3/4 Italian vermouth. Stir, strain into cocktail glass, and serve. Black Cow. Use a large mixing glass with lump ice, 2 jiggers of cream, 1 bottle sarsaparilla. Stir well and serve with straws. Bloodhound Cocktail. Fill a large bar glass, half full shaved ice, add half a dozen fresh strawberries. 1 jigger Burnette's Old Tom Gin. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Bombay Cocktail. Use a claret glass, half a pony of olive oil, half a pony vinegar, half a pony Worcestershire sauce. Break 1 ice-cold egg into the glass, add salt and Spanish paprika and serve. Benedictine. Place an inverted whiskey glass on the bar, set a pony glass on it, and fill it up with Benedictine. Serve all liquors straight in this manner. Beef tea. Half a teaspoonful beef extract in small bar glass. Fill glass with hot water. Stir well while seasoning with pepper, salt and celery salt. Serve with small glass of cracked ice and spoon on the side. Bishop. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar in a large bar glass. 2 dashes lemon juice with the skin of 2 slices. Fill glass 3/4 full shaved ice. 1 dash seltzer water. 2 dashes Jamaica rum. Fill up with claret or burgundy. Shake, ornament with fruit, and serve with straws. Bishop à la Prusse. Before a fire or in a hot oven, roast 6 large oranges until they are of a light brown colour, and then place them in a deep dish and scatter over them half a pound of granulated sugar, and pour on 1 pint of port or claret wine. Then cover the dish and set aside for 24 hours before the time to serve. When about ready for the service, set the dish in boiling water. Press the juice from the oranges with a large spoon or wooden potato masher, and strain the juice through a fine sieve or cheesecloth. Then boil 1 pint of port or claret, and mix it with the strained juice. Serve in stem claret glasses while warm. A little nutmeg on top improves the drink, but should not be added unless requested by the customer or guest. Bismarck. 2 teaspoons vanilla cordial in sherry wine glass. 1 yolk of an egg covered with Benedictine so as not to break the yolk. Half a wine glass Kümmel. 1 light dash Angostura bitters. The colours should be kept separate and great care exercised to prevent the ingredients from running together. Busy Izzy highball. Drop 1 piece of ice into a highball glass, 2 dashes lemon juice, 2 teaspoonfuls pineapple syrup, a half jigger sherry wine, a half jigger rye or bourbon whiskey. Black Stripe. Pour wine glass Santa Cruz or Jamaica rum into a small bar glass and add 1 tablespoonful of molasses. If to serve hot, fill glass with boiling water and sprinkle nutmeg on top. If to serve cold, add half a wine glass of water, stir well, and fill up with shaved ice. Black and Tan Punch, for party of 10. 1 pound white sugar, juice of 6 lemons, 1 quart Guinness Stout, 1 quart champagne. Pour into mixture of lemon juice and sugar the champagne and stout, ice cold. Serve in punch glasses dressed with fruit. Blackthorn Cocktail. Fill mixing glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 1/4 teaspoonful lemon juice. 1 teaspoonful syrup. Half a jigger vermouth. Half a jigger sloe gin. 1 dash Angostura bitters. 2 dashes orange bitters. Stir, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Blackthorn Sour. Fill large bar glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 4 dashes lime or lemon juice. 1 teaspoonful pineapple syrup. Half a teaspoonful green chartreuse. 1 jigger sloe gin. Stir, strain into claret glass, ornament with fruit and serve. Blitz's Royal Ricky. Drop 3 lumps of cracked ice into a Ricky or thin champagne glass. Half lime or a quarter lemon. 4 dashes raspberry syrup. 1 pony vermouth. 3/4 of a jigger of gin. Fill up with ginger ale, imported. Stir, dress with fruit and serve. Blue Blazer. Use 2 pewter or silver mugs. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar dissolved in a little hot water. 1 wineglass or jigger Scotch whisky. Ignite the mixture, and while blazing, pour it several times from one mug to the other. Serve with a piece of twisted lemon peel on top. Boating Punch. Into a large bar glass put 2 teaspoonfuls of bar sugar, 2 dashes of lemon juice, 1 dash lime juice. Fill up with shaved ice and add 1 pony of brandy, 1 jigger Santa Cruz rum. Stir, dress with fruit and serve with straws. Bombay Punch, 2½ gallon mixture for 40 people. Bruise the skins of 6 lemons in 1 pound of bar sugar, and put the sugar in a punch bowl and add 1 box of strawberries, 2 lemons sliced, 6 oranges sliced, 1 pineapple cut into small pieces, 1 quart brandy, 1 quart sherry wine, 1 quart Madeira wine. Stir well. Empty into another bowl in which a block of clear ice has been placed, and add 4 quarts of champagne, 2 quarts of carbonated water. Serve into punch glasses so that each person will have some of the fruit. End of section 2. Section 3 of The Ideal Bartender. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock. Section 3. Bonsoir, good night. Fill a sherry glass half full of shaved ice. Half a pony Benedictine. Half a pony Crème Yvette. Fill up with ginger ale, stir gently, and serve with a straw cut in 2. Boston Cooler. 1 lemon rind in large bar glass, 3 lumps of ice, 1 bottle ginger ale, 1 bottle sarsaparilla. Serve. Bottle of cocktail. Pour a quart of whisky or other liquor desired into a bar measure or glass pitcher and add 1 jigger gum syrup, 1 pony Curaçao, 3/4 of a pony Angostura bitters. Pour back and forth from one measure or pitcher into another measure or pitcher until the liquid is thoroughly mixed. Bottle and cork. Brace up. 1 tablespoon bar sugar in a large mixing glass. 3 dashes Bocas or Angostura bitters. 3 dashes lemon juice, 2 dashes anisette, 1 egg, 1 jigger of brandy, half a glass of shaved ice. Shake well, strain into tall, thin glass, fill with Apollinaris and serve. Brandy and ginger ale. 3 lumps of ice in a tall, thin glass. 1 wineglass of brandy. 1 bottle ginger ale. Stir briskly and serve. Brandy and soda. 2 pieces of ice in a tall, thin glass. 1 wineglass of brandy. 1 bottle plain soda. Stir briskly and serve. Brandy flip. Fill a medium bar glass a quarter full of shaved ice. 1 egg broken in whole. 2 level teaspoonfuls of bar sugar. 1 jigger of brandy. Shake well, strain into a small shell glass, grate a little nutmeg on top, and serve. Brandy float. Fill a cocktail glass 2/3 full of carbonated water. 1 pony of brandy floated on top. Use a spoon to float the brandy. Brandy julep. Into a small bar glass pour 3/4 of a wineglass of water and stir in 1 heaping teaspoonful of bar sugar. Bruise 3 or 4 sprigs of mint in the sugar and water with a muddler until the flavour of the mint has been extracted. Then withdraw the mint and pour the flavoured water into a tall shell glass or large goblet which has been filled with fine ice, and add 1 jigger of brandy, 2 dashes of Jamaica rum. Stir well. Decorate with a few sprigs of mint by planting the sprigs stems downward in the ice around the rim of the glass. Dress with fruit and serve. Brandy punch. Fill a large bar glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. 2 teaspoonfuls of bar sugar dissolved in a little water. Half a juice of 1 lemon. 1/4 jigger Santa Cruz rum. 1 1/2 jiggers of brandy. 1 slice of an orange. 1 piece of pineapple. Shake, dress with fruit, and serve with straw. Brandy scaffer. Into a small wine glass pour green chartreuse, maraschino, old brandy, in equal proportion to fill the glass, using care as in preparing crustas not to allow the colours to blend. Brandy shake. Fill a small bar glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. 1 teaspoonful of bar sugar. Juice of 2 limes. 1 jigger of brandy. Shake. Strain into a small fancy glass and serve. Brandy shrub. 2-gallon mixture for 40 people. Into a punch bowl put the peeled rinds of 5 lemons and the juice of 12 lemons, and add 5 quarts of brandy. Make the bowl airtight and set it aside. At the expiration of 6 days, add 3 quarts of sherry wine and 6 pounds of loaf sugar, which has been dissolved in 1 quart of plain soda. Strain through a bag and bottle. Brandy skin. Fill a whisky glass half full of hot water and pour in 1 jigger of brandy. Twist a piece of lemon skin on top and serve. It may occur that a customer will ask for a little sugar. In that case, add half a small teaspoonful and stir. Brandy sling. In a whisky glass, 1 lump ice, 1 teaspoonful of sugar dissolved in a little water, 1 jigger of brandy. Stir, twist in a piece of lemon peel, grate nutmeg on top, and serve. Brandy smash. Fill a large bar glass half full of shaved ice. 1 heaping teaspoonful of bar sugar. 3 sprigs of mint. 1 jigger of brandy. Stir, strain into a fancy stem glass and serve. Brandy sour. Fill a large bar glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. 2 teaspoonfuls of bar sugar. 3 dashes of lemon or lime juice. 3 dashes seltzer or Apollinaris water. 1 jigger of brandy. Stir, strain into a sour glass, dress with fruit, and serve. Brandy toddy. Into a whisky glass drop 1 lump of cracked ice. 1 teaspoonful of bar sugar dissolved in a little water. Stir. Place the bottle before the customer and allow him to pour his own drink. Bronx cocktail. Fill a large bar glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. 1/3 jigger dry gin. 1/3 jigger of French vermouth. 1/3 of a jigger Italian vermouth. 1 slice of orange. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Burnt brandy. Place 2 lumps of cut loaf sugar in a small, shallow dish or saucer and pour over the sugar 1 1/2 jiggers of cognac brandy. Ignite the sugar and brandy and let them burn for about 2 minutes. Then cover the dish or saucer with a plate. and when the fire is extinguished, pour the liquid into a small bar glass and serve. Buster Brown Cocktail. Fill a large bar glass 2/3 full of shaved ice, 1 teaspoonful of gum syrup, 2 dashes of lemon juice, 2 dashes of orange bitters, 1 jigger whiskey. Stir, strain into a cocktail glass and serve. Buttered Rum. In a tumbler, drop 1 lump of sugar and dissolve it in a little hot water and add 1 1/4 jiggers of rum, 1 piece of butter about the size of a walnut, grate nutmeg on top and serve. End of section 3.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, visit LibriVox.org. Recorded by Kirsten Ferreri. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock. Section 4. California Sherry Cobbler. 1 pony of pineapple syrup in a large bar glass. 2 jiggers California Sherry. Fill glass with shaved ice, stir well, decorate with fruit, dash a little port wine on top, and serve with straws. California Wine Cobbler. Fill tall, thin glass nearly full shaved ice. 1 heaping teaspoonful bar sugar, juice of 1 orange, 2 1/2 jiggers California wine. Stir, ornament with fruit, and serve with straws. Carlton Rickey, St. Louis style. Use a large mixing glass. Fill with lump ice. Juice 1 lime. Drop squeezed lime in glass. 1 jigger old bourbon whiskey. Fill with sweet soda. Stir well and serve. Catawba Cobbler. Fill large bar glass half full of shaved ice. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar dissolved in a little water. 1 1/2 jiggers Catawba wine. 1/4 slice of orange. Fill with shaved ice, stir well, decorate with berries, and serve with straws. Celery Sour. Fill large bar glass full shaved ice. 1 teaspoonful lemon juice. 1 teaspoonful pineapple syrup. 1 teaspoonful celery bitters. Stir, strain into fancy wine glass with fruit, and serve. Century Club Punch for a party of 5. Fill glass pitcher 1/4 full cracked ice. 1/2 pint Jamaica rum. 1/2 pint Santa Cruz rum. 2 1/2 pints aerated water. 2 1/2 tablespoonfuls bar sugar. Stir well and serve in punch glasses. Champagne. Serve off the ice, very cold. Ice should never be put in the wine. Champagne Cobbler. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar in large bar glass. 1 slice lemon peel. 1 slice orange peel. Fill glass half full shaved ice and fill up with champagne. Decorate with fruit and serve with straws. Champagne Cocktail. 1 lump sugar in tall thin glass. 1 small piece ice. 2 dashes Angostura bitters. 1 piece twisted lemon peel. Fill up with champagne. Stir and serve. Champagne Cup, 2-gallon mixture. For mixing, use a large punch bowl or other suitable vessel of glass or porcelain lined. 4 oranges sliced. 4 lemons sliced. 1/2 a pineapple sliced. 1/2 pint chartreuse. 1/2 pint Abricontine. 1 pint Curacoa. 1 pint cognac brandy. 1 pint Tokay wine. Stir well and allow mixture to stand 3 hours. Strain into another bowl and add 3 quarts champagne, 3 pints Apollinaris water, 1 large piece of ice. Stir well, decorate with fruit, float slices of grapefruit on top and serve in champagne glasses. Champagne Frappé. Place a bottle in a champagne cooler and around it a freezing mixture of fine ice and salt. Twirl the bottle until it is about to freeze, when it will be ready to serve. Champagne Julep. Fill medium-sized shell glass 1/3 full cracked ice. 2 teaspoonfuls bar sugar. 2 sprigs bruised mint. Pour champagne slowly into the glass, stirring gently at the same time. Dress with fruit, dash with brandy, and serve with straws. Champagne Punch, for a party of 6. Into a glass pitcher pour the juice of 1 lemon and add 1/4 pound bar sugar, 1 jigger strawberry syrup, 1 quart bottle champagne. Stir with ladle and drop in 1 sliced orange, 3 slices pineapple. Decorate with fruit and serve in champagne goblets. Champagne Sour. Fill medium bar glass 1/3 full shaved ice. 3 dashes lemon juice. Fill up with champagne. Stir gently. Dress with fruit and berries. Dash with brandy and serve with straws. Champagne Velvet. Fill goblet half full ice-cold champagne. Fill up balance of goblet with ice-cold porter. Stir and serve. Chocolate Punch. Fill large bar glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar. 1/4 jigger Curacoa. 1 jigger port wine. 1 egg. Fill up with milk. Shake well. Strain into punch glass. Grate nutmeg on top and serve. Cider Eggnog. Into a large bar glass break a fresh egg. 1 teaspoonful sugar. 4 lumps cracked ice. Fill up with sweet cider. Shake. Strain into tall, thin glass and serve with grated nutmeg on top. Claret and Ice. 4 lumps ice in medium-sized mineral water glass. Fill up with claret and serve. Claret Cobbler. Dissolve 1 teaspoonful of sugar with little water in large bar glass. 1 quartered slice orange. 2 jiggers claret. Fill up with shaved ice and serve with straws. Claret Cup, 2-gallon mixture. For mixing, use a large punch bowl or other suitable vessel of glass or porcelain lined. 6 oranges sliced. 3 lemons sliced. 2 pineapples. 2 jiggers Abricontine. 4 jiggers Curacoa. 4 quarts claret. 3 pints Apollinaris. Mix well with a ladle and set aside for 3 hours before using. Then strain into another bowl, and when ready to use add 3 pints of some sparkling wine, preferably champagne. Stir gently once or twice, and then put in a block of clear ice, and decorate the top of it tastily with fruits, and let several slices of grapefruit float around in the bowl. Serve in champagne glasses. Claret Flip. Fill large bar glass half full shaved ice. 2 heaping teaspoonfuls bar sugar dissolved in a little water. 1 whole egg broken in. 1 1/2 jiggers claret wine. Shake thoroughly. Strain into punch glass. Sprinkle with nutmeg on top, and serve. End of section 4.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Rosalind Wills of Silver Spring, Maryland, on January 6, 2007. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock. Section 5. Claret Punch through Currant Shrub. Claret Punch. Fill large bar glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 3 teaspoonfuls bar sugar. 4 dashes lemon juice. 2 slices orange. 2 jiggers claret. Shake, strain into thin glass, dress with fruit and serve with straws. Claret Punch, 5-gallon mixture for a large reception or party of 100 people. For mixing, use a large agate or porcelain-lined vessel. 4 pounds cut loaf sugar, juice of 25 lemons, 2 quarts brandy, 10 quarts claret, 7 jiggers chartreuse green, 8 quarts carbonated water. Stir well. Place a large block of ice in a punch bowl and fill nearly full of the mixture, adding 18 oranges cut in slices, 1 1/2 cans sliced pineapples. Serve from the bowl into punch glasses with a ladle and renew the contents of the bowl from the mixing vessel as needed. Clover Club Cocktail. Fill large bar glass half full fine ice. Half pony raspberry syrup. Half jigger dry gin. Half jigger French vermouth. White of 1 egg. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass, and serve. Clover leaf cocktail. Fill mixing glass with lump ice. Half pony Cusenier grenadine. The white of 1 egg. 1 jigger Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom gin. Shake well and strain into a cocktail glass. Club cocktail. Fill large bar glass half full shaved ice. 2 dashes Angostura bitters. 2 dashes pineapple syrup. 1 jigger brandy. Stir, strain into cocktail glass, dress with berries, dash with champagne, twist a piece of lemon skin over the drink and drop it on top. Serve. Clubhouse Claret Punch. Fill large bar glass 3/4 full shaved ice. 4 dashes gum syrup. 1 teaspoonful lemon juice. 1 teaspoonful orange juice. 2 jiggers claret. Shake, strain into tall, thin glass, fill up with Apollinaris or seltzer, dress with fruit, and serve. Clubhouse Punch for a party of 20. For mixing, use a large punch bowl. Half a can peaches, half a can pineapples, 3 oranges sliced, 3 lemons sliced, 3 quarts sweet catawba or tokay, 1 pint brandy, 1 1/2 jiggers Jamaica rum, 1 jigger green chartreuse. Set this mixture aside in an ice box for 6 hours, then place block of ice in another bowl of sufficient capacity and strain in the mixture from the mixing bowl. Dress the ice with fruit and serve with a ladle into punch glasses. Coffee cocktail. Fill large bar glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 1 fresh egg. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar. 1 jigger port wine. 1 pony brandy. Shake. Strain into medium thin glass. Grate nutmeg on top and serve. Cohasset Punch. Fill large bar glass 1/2 full shaved ice. 1 jigger New England rum. 1 jigger vermouth. 3 dashes gum syrup. 1 dash orange bitters. Half juice of a lemon. Stir and serve with a preserved peach and its liquor. Cold Ruby Punch, 2 1/2 gallon mixture for 50 people. 4 pounds cut loaf sugar. 2 quarts port wine. 2 quarts Batavia Arak. 6 quarts green tea. Juice of 24 lemons. See instructions for mixing and serving punches in quantities. Columbia Skin. This drink is identical with whiskey skin. Companion Punch, 2 1/2 gallon mixture for a reception or party of 50 people. Into a large punch bowl pour 1 1/4 pints lemon juice, 2 pints gum syrup, 3/4 pint orange juice, 1 1/4 pints brandy, 6 quarts equal parts sweet and dry catawba, 2 quarts carbonated water. When well stirred, place large block of ice in center of bowl. Dress the ice with fruit and serve with a ladle into punch glasses. Continental Sour. Fill a large bar glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar dissolved in little water. Juice of half a lemon. 1 jigger of whiskey, brandy, or gin as preferred. Shake, strain into sour glass, dash with claret, and serve. Cordial Lemonade. Add to a plain lemonade 1/3 jigger of any cordial which the customer may prefer, and serve. Country Cocktail. Fill large bar glass 2/3 full shaved ice. 1 teaspoonful bar sugar. 1 pony brandy. 1 jigger port wine. 1 egg. Shake well, strain into thin glass, grate nutmeg on top, and serve. Couperie. Fill large bar glass 1/3 full ice cream. 3/4 of a jigger brandy. Couperie. Fill large bar glass 1/3 full ice cream. 3/4 jigger brandy. 1 pony bed curacoa. Mix thoroughly with a spoon. Fill up with plain soda, grate nutmeg on top, and serve. Creme de menthe. Fill a sherry glass with shaved ice. 1 pony creme de menthe. Cut straw in 2 pieces and serve. Crimean Cup a la Marmora. for a party of 10. Into a small punch bowl pour 1 pint orgeat syrup, 2 jiggers Jamaica rum, 2 jiggers maraschino, 2½ jiggers brandy, 2 tablespoonfuls bar sugar, 1 quart champagne, 1 quart plain soda. Stir well, pack the bowl in fine ice, and when cold serve in fancy stem glasses. Country Club Punch. Take 1½ pounds of cut loaf sugar and rub the lumps on the skins of 4 lemons and 2 oranges until the sugar becomes well saturated with the oil from the skins. Then put the sugar thus prepared into a large porcelain-lined or agate mixing vessel and add 12 oranges sliced, 1 pineapple sliced, 1 box strawberries, 2 bottles (quarts) Apollinaris water. Stir thoroughly with oak paddle or large silver ladle and add 1 jigger Benedictine, 1 jigger red Curacoa, 1 jigger maraschino, half a jigger Jamaica rum, 1 quart brandy, 4 quarts Tokay or sweet Catawba wine, 4 quarts Chateau Margaux. Mix well with oak paddle or ladle and strain into another bowl in which has been placed a block of clear ice. Then pour in 6 quarts champagne. Decorate the ice with fruits, berries, etc. Serve in punch cups or glasses, dressing each glass with fruit and berries from the bowl. Cooperstown Cocktail. Use a large bar glass. Fill with lump ice. 1 jigger of Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom Gin. Half pony of Italian Vermouth. 6 leaves of fresh mint. Shake ingredients well together. Strain and serve in cocktail glass. Curacoa. Into a bottle which will hold a full quart or a little over, drop 6 ounces of orange peel sliced very thin and add 1 pint of whiskey. Cork the bottle securely and let it stand 2 weeks, shaking the bottle frequently during that time. Next strain the mixture, add the syrup, pour the strained mixture back into the cleaned bottle and let it stand 3 days, shaking well now and then during the first day. Next, pour a teacupful of the mixture into a mortar and beat up with it 1 dram powdered alum, 1 dram carbonate of potash. Put this mixture back into the bottle and let it stand for 10 days, at the expiration of which time the Curacoa will be clear and ready for use. Curacoa Punch. Fill large bar glass 3/4 full shaved ice. 2 teaspoonsful bar sugar. 4 dashes lemon juice. 1 pony red Curacoa. 1 jigger brandy. Half a pony Jamaica rum. Stir, decorate with fruit, and serve with straws. Currant Shrub. For mixing, use a porcelain-lined or agate vessel and put in 1 1/2 pounds cut loaf sugar, 1 quart currant juice. Place vessel on the fire and let it boil slowly for 10 minutes, and skim well while boiling. Then remove vessel from fire and add 1/2 gill of brandy to every pint of shrub. Bottle and cork securely. This drink is served by simply pouring a little of the syrup into ice water, as any drink from fruit syrup is prepared. The basis preparation for all shrubs or small fruits, such as cherries, raspberries, etc., is prepared in the same way as directed for currant shrub, varying the quantity of sugar used to suit the kind of fruit. End of section 5.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock, Section 6. A Deronda cocktail. Fill a large bar glass with shaved ice. Add 1 1/2 jiggers of Calisaya, 1 1/2 jiggers of Plymouth gin. Shake, strain into a cocktail glass and serve. Diarrhea Draught. Into a whiskey glass pour a 1/2 jigger of blackberry brandy, 1/2 pony of peach brandy, 2 dashes of Jamaica ginger, grate nutmeg on top, and serve. A Dixie Cocktail. Add to a plain whiskey cocktail 1 dash Curacao, 6 drops of creme de menthe. A Dream. Fill a large bar glass 2/3 full with shaved ice. Add 1 teaspoonful of bar sugar, 3 dashes of lemon juice, 1 white of an egg, 1 wine glass of milk and cream, 1 jigger of Tom gin. Shake thoroughly, strain into a tall, thin glass, cover the top lightly with creamed mint, and serve. A delusion. Using a large mixing glass, fill it with shaved ice. Fill the glass half full with lime juice. In the remainder, make it 2/3 white creamed mint and 1/3 apricot brandy. Shake well, strain into a thin stem glass, and serve. Doré punch. Fill a large bar glass 2/3 full with shaved ice. Add 2 teaspoonfuls of lemon juice, 4 dashes of pineapple syrup, 4 dashes of gum syrup, a 1/4 jigger of Jamaica rum, a 1/4 jigger of green chartreuse, 1/2 jigger of Tokay wine, a 1/2 jigger of brandy, and 1 white of an egg. Shake hard, strain into a thin bar glass, dress with fruit, dash with seltzer, grate nutmeg on top, and serve. Doré sour. Fill a large bar glass 2/3 full with shaved ice. Add 3 dashes of gum syrup, 4 dashes of lemon juice, 1 dash of lime juice, 1 teaspoonful of Abricontine or green chartreuse, a 1/2 jigger of Tokay or sweet Catawba wine, 1/2 jigger of brandy. Stir well and strain into a fancy sour glass. Dress with fruits, dash with Apollinaris or seltzer, top off with a little Claret, and serve. Duplex cocktail. Fill a large bar glass with shaved ice. Add 1/3 jigger of Old Tom gin, 1 pony of Italian vermouth, 1 pony of French vermouth, 3 dashes of acid phosphate, 4 dashes of orange bitters. Shake, strain into a cocktail glass, and serve. Durkee cocktail. Fill a large bar glass 2/3 full with shaved ice. Add 1 tablespoonful of bar sugar, 4 dashes of lemon juice, 3 dashes of curacao, 1 jigger of Jamaica rum. Shake well, strain into a tall, thin glass, fill up with plain soda, stir gently, and serve. Eagle punch. Into a hot water glass drop 1 lump of cut loaf sugar and dissolve it in a little hot water, crashing with a muddler. Add 1/2 jigger of bourbon whiskey, 1/2 jigger of rye whiskey. Fill up with boiling water, twist a piece of lemon peel, grate nutmeg on top, and serve. East India cocktail. Fill a large bar glass 3/4 full of shaved ice. Add 3 dashes of maraschino, 3 dashes of red curacao, 3 dashes of Angostura bitters, 1 jigger of brandy. Stir well, strain into a cocktail glass, and serve with a piece of twisted lemon peel on top. Egg milk punch. Fill a large bar glass 1/2 full with shaved ice. Add 2 teaspoonfuls of bar sugar, 1 egg, 1 pony of Santa Cruz rum, 1 jigger of brandy. Fill up with milk. Shake thoroughly until the mixture creams. Strain into a tall, thin glass, grate nutmeg on top, and serve. Eggnog. Fill a large bar glass 1/2 full with shaved ice. Add 1 egg, 1 teaspoonful of bar sugar, 3/4 jigger of brandy, 1/2 jigger of Jamaica rum. Fill up with milk, shake thoroughly, strain into a tall, thin glass, and serve with a little nutmeg grated on top. Eggnog, bowl of 3 gallons. Beat the yolks of 20 eggs until thin and stir in 2½ pounds of bar sugar until the sugar is thoroughly dissolved. Into this mixture pour 1½ pints of Jamaica rum, 2 quarts of old brandy. Mix the ingredients well by stirring. Then pour in the milk slowly, stirring all the while to prevent curdling. Pour carefully over the top of the mixture the whites of the eggs, which have been beaten to a stiff froth. Fill punch glasses from the bowl with a ladle and sprinkle a little nutmeg over each glassful. Egg sour. Into a small bar glass drop 3 lumps of ice, 1 tablespoonful of bar sugar, 1 egg, the juice of 1 lemon. Shake well, grate nutmeg on top, and serve with a straw. El Dorado punch. Fill a large bar glass nearly full with shaved ice. Add 1 tablespoonful of bar sugar, a 1/4 jigger of whiskey, a 1/4 jigger of Jamaica rum, a 1/2 jigger of brandy, and 1 slice of lemon. Shake, Dress with fruit and serve with straws. English Bishop Punch. Roast an orange before a fire or in a hot oven. When brown, cut it in quarters and drop the pieces with a few cloves into a small porcelain-lined or agate vessel and pour in 1 quart of hot port wine. Add 6 lumps of cut loaf sugar and let the mixture simmer over the fire for 30 minutes. Serve in stem glasses with nutmeg grated on top. And that's the end of Section 6.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This reading by Lucy Burgoyne. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock. Section 7. Fancy Whiskey Smash. Fill large bar glass half full shaved ice. 2 teaspoonfuls bar sugar. 3 sprigs mint pressed with muddler in 1 jigger aerated water. 1 jigger whiskey. Stir well, strain into sour glass, dress with fruit and serve. Fanny Ward. Use a large mixing glass with lump ice. White of an egg. Juice half lime. 2 dashes imported grenadine. 1 jigger Bacardi rum. Shake and strain into cocktail glass. Fedora. Fill large bar glass 3/4 full shaved ice. 2 teaspoonfuls bar sugar dissolved in little water. 1 pony Curaçao. 1 pony brandy. Half pony Jamaican hum. Half pony whiskey. Shake well, dress with fruit and serve with straws. Fish Club Punch for a party of 8. Into a punch bowl pour 2 1/2 jiggers lemon juice, 4 jiggers peach brandy, 2 jiggers cognac brandy, 2 jiggers Jamaican rum, 3 pints ice water. Stir well, ladle into punch glass and serve. Foghorn, Country Club Style. Use a large mixing glass, fill with lump ice, half lime juice, half lemon juice, 1 teaspoonful bar sugar, 1 jigger Burnette's Old Tom Gin. Stir well, strain into tall, thin glass and fill with imported ginger ale. Free Love Cocktail. Club style. Lump ice. Use shaker. Half of the white of 1 egg. 3 dashes anisette. 1 jigger Old Tom Gin. 1 pony fresh cream. Shake well. Serve in cocktail glass. French Pousse Café. Fill a Pousse Café glass half full of maraschino and add raspberry syrup, vanilla, Curaçao, chartreuse and brandy in equal proportions until the glass is filled. Then proceed as for Abricontine Pousse Café. Garden Punch. 2 1/2 gallon mixture for a party of 50. Place a good-sized block of ice in a large punch bowl. 4 jiggers lemon juice. 1 1/2 pounds bar sugar. 2 jiggers orange juice. 1 1/2 jiggers green chartreuse. 1 quart brandy. 6 quarts Tokay or sweet Catabar wine. 2 quarts claret wine. Stir well, ladle into stem glasses, and decorate each glass with fruit before serving. G.O.P. Use a large mixing glass with lump of ice. 2 jiggers of orange juice. 2 jiggers of grapefruit juice. Fill with seltzer water. Stir, ornament with fruit and serve with straws. Gibson cocktail. Use a large mixing glass with lump ice. 1 jigger Gordon gin. 1 pony French vermouth. Stir, strain and serve in cocktail glass. Gillette cocktail, Chicago style. Use a large mixing glass. Fill with lump ice. Juice half lime. 1 1/2 jiggers Burnette's Old Tom gin. 1/2 teaspoonful bar sugar. Stir well and strain into cocktail glass. Gin and calamus. Put 1/2 ounce of calamus root, which has been steeped, into a quart bottle of gin. Serve as you would a straight drink. Gin daisy. Juice of 1/2 of a lime. 1 pony Cusinier grenadine. 1 jigger Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom gin. Serve in a mug with lump ice. Fill with seltzer. Stir well and decorate with the skin of the lime and fresh mint, and serve with straws. Gin sour, country club style. Use a large mixing glass. Fill with lump ice. 1/2 lime juice. 1/2 orange juice. 2 dashes pineapple juice. 1/2 pony rock candy syrup. 1 jigger Burnette's Old Tom gin. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Gin squash, country club style. Use a large glass stein. Fill with lump ice. 1 pony lemon juice. 1 jigger orange juice. 1 pony pineapple juice. 1 pony rock candy syrup. 1 jigger Burnette's Old Tom gin. Fill with seltzer. Stir well and serve. Golfer's Delight. Home of Bevo, 18th hole. Use a large glass pitcher. Fill with lump ice. 2 bottles Bevo. 2 bottles sweet soda. Stir well and serve in a beer glass. 50/50. Horse Thief Cocktail. Fill a large mixing glass with lump ice. 2 dashes green absinthe. 1/2 pony Italian vermouth. 1 jigger Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom gin. Stir well and serve in a cocktail glass. Irish Rose, country club style. Use a tall, thin glass. Fill with cracked ice. 1 pony imported grenadine. 1 jigger Old Bushmill whiskey. Fill with seltzer. Stir well and serve. Jersey Lightning Cocktail. Use large mixing glass. Fill with lump ice. 1 jigger Applejack brandy. 1 pony Italian vermouth. Stir well, strain and serve in cocktail glass. Knabenschue, country club style. Use a small stone mug. Lump ice. 1 lump sugar. 2 dashes Angostura bitters. Fill with champagne. Stir well. Dress with fresh mint and serve. End of section 7. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This reading by Lucy Burgoyne. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock. Section 8. L.P.W. Using a large mixing glass, fill with lump C, 1 jigger of Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom Gin, half pony of Italian vermouth, half pony of French vermouth. Stir well and strain into a cocktail glass. Add a pickled onion and serve. Ladies' Delight, Thursday Luncheon Punch. 1 quart of orange pekoe tea, cold. 1 quart of Old Country Club brandy. 1 pint of lemon juice. 1 pint of orange juice. Half pint of pineapple juice. 2 quarts Bernkasseler Berg. 1 pint of bar sugar. Use a large punch bowl with 1 lump of ice. Pour in mixture. Add 1 quart of Cook's Imperial Champagne. Stir well. Decorate with fresh mint, fruit in season, and serve. Leaping Frog. 1 jigger Hungarian apricot brandy. Juice of half lime. Fill glass with lump ice. Shake well and strain into stemmed glass. Lemonade Apollinaris or carbonated water. Fill large mixing glass 2/3 full fine ice. 1 tablespoon bar sugar. Juice of 1 lemon. Fill up with Apollinaris or suitable carbonated water. Stir, strain into lemonade glass, dress with fruit and serve. Lone Tree Cocktail. Use a large mixing glass, fill with lump ice, 1 jigger Burnette's Old Tom Gin, 1/3 Italian vermouth, 1/3 French vermouth. Shake well, serve in cocktail glass. Mint Julep, Kentucky style. Use a large silver mug. Dissolve 1 lump of sugar in 1/2 pony of water. Fill mug with fine ice. 2 jiggers of old bourbon whiskey. Stir well. Add 1 bouquet of mint and serve. Be careful and not bruise the mint. Overall Julep, St. Louis style. Use a large mixing glass. Fill with lump ice. 2/3 wine glass rye whiskey. 2/3 wine glass Gordon gin. 1/2 wine glass imported grenadine. Juice half lemon. Juice half lime. Shake well. Pour into tall, thin glass. Add 1 bottle imported club soda and serve. Onion Cocktail. 1 jigger of Burnette's Tom Gin. Half of Italian vermouth and no bitters used. Large bar glass with cracked ice and stir well. Strain and serve with an onion. Old-fashioned cocktail. Use a toddy glass. 1 lump of ice. 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. 1 lump of sugar and dissolve in water. 1½ jiggers of bourbon whiskey. Twist piece of lemon skin over the drink and drop it in. Stir well and serve. Asian Cocktail. Use an old-fashioned toddy glass. 1 lump ice. Juice of half of a lime. 1 dash Angostura bitters, 2 dashes of seltzer water. Stir well and serve. Pequot Simmer. Use a tall, thin bar glass, juice of a lime, 3 sprigs of fresh mint, 1 dash Cusinier grenadine, half pony pineapple juice, half pony orange juice, 1 jigger of Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom gin. Crush ingredients together, fill with lump ice, add seltzer, stir well and serve. Pineapple julep. For a party of 6, use a small punch bowl. 1 quart of sparkling Moselle, 1 jigger Cusinier grenadine, 1 jigger maraschino, 1 jigger Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom gin, 1 jigger lemon juice, 1 jigger orange bitters, 1 jigger Angostura bitters, 4 oranges sliced, 2 lemons sliced, 1 ripe pineapple sliced and quartered, 4 tablespoons sugar, 1 bottle Apollinaris water. Place large square of ice in bowl, dress with the fruits and serve julep in fancy stem glass. Polo Player's Delight, Horse's Neck. Use a tall, thin glass, 1 lump ice, 1 jigger Sir Robert Burnette's Old Tom gin, 1 Cantrill and Cochrane's ginger ale. Stir well and serve. Pousse Café, St. Louis. Pour in Pousse Café glass as follows: glass raspberry syrup, glass maraschino, glass green vanilla, glass curaçao, glass yellow chartreuse, glass brandy. In preparing the above, use a small wine glass with spoon for pouring in each cordial separately. Be careful they do not mix together. Punch à la romaine, for a party of 16. 1 bottle champagne, 1 bottle rum, 2 tablespoons Dr. Seagard's genuine Angostura bitters, 10 lemons, 3 sweet oranges, 2 pounds powdered sugar, 10 fresh eggs. Dissolve the sugar in the juice of the lemons and oranges, adding the rind of 1 orange. Strain through a sieve into a bowl and add by degrees the whites of the eggs beaten to a froth. Place the bowl on ice till cold, then stir in the rum and wine until thoroughly mixed. Serve in fancy stem glasses. Ramos Gin Fizz, country style. 1 lump ice, 1 dash lemon juice, 1 dash orange water, white of egg, 1 jigger Burnette's Old Tom gin, 1 teaspoonful powdered sugar, 1 pony milk, 1 dash seltzer water. Shake well, strain into highball glass and serve. Remsen Cooler. Use a medium-sized fizz glass. Peel a lemon as you would an apple. Place the rind or peeling into the fizz glass. 2 or 3 lumps of crystal ice. 1 wine glass of Remsen Scotch whisky. Fill up the balance with club soda. Stir up slowly with a spoon and serve. In this country it is often the ease that people call a Remsen Cooler where they want Old Tom gin or sloe gin instead of Scotch whisky. It is therefore the bartender's duty to mix as desired. End of section 8. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This reading by Lucy Burgoyne. The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock. Chapter 9. September Morn Cocktail, Country Club Style. Use a large mixing glass, fill with lump ice, half lime juice, 1 jigger Burnette's Old Tom Gin, 2 dashes imported grenadine. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Shandy Gaff. Use a large bar glass. Fill half the glass with porter and half with ginger ale. It is also made with half ale and half ginger ale. Sherry and bitters. Put 2 dashes Dr. Siegert's genuine Angostura bitters in a sherry glass and roil the glass till the bitters entirely cover the inside surface. Fill the glass with sherry and serve. Stinger, Country Club Style. Use a large mixing glass. Fill with lump ice, 1 jigger old brandy, 1 pony white creme de menthe. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Stone Sour. Use a tall, thin glass. Fill with fine ice. Half pony lemon juice, half pony orange juice, 2 dashes rock candy syrup, 1 jigger Old Tom Gin. Leave in ice, stir well and serve. Samton Cocktail. Use a large mixing glass with cracked ice, 1 jigger orange juice, 1 jigger imported ginger ale. 50-50. Shake well, strain into cocktail glass and serve. Tom Tom. Use a large brandy roller glass. Fill roller half full of fine ice. Add 1 pony of old brandy, 1 jigger of green creme de menthe and serve. Tom and Jerry. Make a batter by separating the yolks from whites of a given number of eggs, beating the whites to a stiff froth and stirring the yolks until very thin. Then mix together in a Tom and Jerry bowl, stirring in bar sugar slowly until the batter is stiff, and serve as follows. Fill Tom and Jerry mug, quarter full of batter, half jigger rum, half jigger brandy. Stir well with bar spoon, fill up with hot water, stir more, grate nutmeg on top and serve. Tokay Punch. Add 6 pounds of Tokay grapes. Select 1 pound to be put into the punch last. Now make a boiling syrup of 3 pounds of sugar and 1 quart of boiling water, and pour this over the remaining 5 pounds of grapes. When partly cold, rub it through a sieve, leaving skins and seeds behind. Then add the juice of 2 oranges and 2 lemons and 1 quart of St. Julian claret, 1 jigger of Angostura bitters. Then strain and freeze. Before serving, Add 1 pint of good brandy and an Italian meringue paste of 6 white eggs, coloured a nice red, and drop in the remaining grapes. Twilight Cocktail. Use a large mixing glass with lump ice, 1 jigger bourbon, half pony Italian vermouth, juice of whole lime. Shake well, strain into a champagne glass, fill with seltzer and serve. Whiskey Punch, St. Louis style. Use a large mixing glass, fill with lump ice, 1 jigger bourbon whiskey, half pony Italian vermouth, half pony pineapple syrup, half pony lemon juice. Shake well, strain into stem glass and serve. Whiskey Scotch hot. 1 lump sugar, dissolved in hot whiskey glass. 1 jigger Scotch whiskey. Fill up with hot water. 1 sliced lemon peel. Stir and serve with nutmeg sprinkled on top. Whiskey Irish hot. Substitute Irish for Scotch whiskey and proceed as for hot Scotch whiskey. End of The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock.